Recent national polling is showing that crime is falling on the list of voters' priorities. Issues like the economy and reproductive rights are ending up a little higher on these new lists. Fox 4 Stephen Dial is in studio to explain what they are finding. Stephen.
Is reflecting in statewide polls as well. I spoke to a criminologist who said the crime concern is less about the actual stats and more about the sense of not feeling safe. And while it's not the highest priority for voters, some will choose candidates based on the crime issue.
Voters are going to look at the feeling of safety more so than crime itself.
When you ask voters what issues matter most in this election, a majority will tell you the economy or border. Others will say abortion rights or democracy. While it's not the top priority, many are also concerned about crime. Alex Del Carmen is a criminologist at Tarleton State University.
Is crime trending up or is it trending down in Texas or nationwide?
The truth is somewhere in the middle, right? So what we've seen over the past couple of years is that property crime is actually going down and violent crime is kind of remaining at a steady flow. Now, this year is not over yet, and we have yet to count another 2 months worth of crime. Another important factor is that we're now counting crime in a different way. And what I mean by that is that we're now counting every instance where crime is committed, whereas before we were not. So the trends are really subject to interpretation.
Del Carmen says that's on a national level. In Texas, violent crime is a bit higher and property crime has declined a bit. Crime ranked at the bottom of the list when it comes to priorities in an October University of Houston poll. In a different poll done by the Texas Politics Project at the University of Texas, crime didn't even make the list of 8 priorities. Some of the crime concern in the Lone Star State is tied to illegal border crossings. Republicans have campaigned on American cities being more dangerous due to violent immigrants.
I would love to see the data that they're citing because there is absolutely no substantive data that we can look at that can trace it one way or another. Now, having said that, we've seen in recent months in the Metroplex where you've had instances where undocumented individuals have been responsible for violent crime. And of course, those receive a great deal of national attention, a lot of local attention.
Regardless of who wins the election, Del Carmen thinks crime will continue to be a local and national issue, but says it won't be because of the statistics.
I think the general sentiment, regardless of the crime data, is that people are feeling less and less safe in their communities.
Monday, we will air an election special on Fox Local, highlighting the top issues to voters. You can also watch that on our website and our station's YouTube page.